What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Living Freed channel. My name is Tyler Freed, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about what I believe to be the most important thing that anybody needs to understand if they want to become successful. And I'm talking about becoming successful at every area of life. I'm not just talking about money. I'm not just talking about in a career. I'm talking about every area of life, with your relationships, with yes, investing, being a business owner, in your career, with your money, whatever it may be, anything, health, it could be anything you pick, just overall a well-rounded, successful life. And again, I am somebody who believes success is relative. So whatever success is to you, you got to make that up in your own mind. But I don't care what you make up in your own mind. I do believe there's a particular mindset that you have to have in order to attain any goal, any vision, any dream that you're trying to achieve. So if you're new to the channel, I really appreciate you for clicking on the video. This is going to be a very short video, but you got to make sure you stay tuned till the end. Also, check out more of my other videos that'll pop up at the end of this one. Like the video, sub to the channel, follow me on Instagram. The link to that is in the description below. I'm going to get right into it. I like to make my videos short, sweet, and to the point. And the reason I'm making this, why are you talking about this? Why are you bringing this up? Well, because I always see, again, I always read about the trucking industry. I always read about the sentiment in the trucking industry. For those of you that don't know, if you're new, I'm a truck driver, and you're probably going to see that in the title. So obviously, I'm a truck driver. And yes, this is kind of a trucking channel. I do talk about trucking. I do talk about the company I'm at, but I also incorporate other things, other areas of life into my content. It's how pretty much my channel is about how I'm using trucking to achieve my long-term goals. And that's what I believe is the most important thing to do if you're in trucking, is to have goals set before you even get into it. That way it's a worthwhile career over the long run. If you have no goals and you just get into it blindly and basically you have no route, no path to go down, it's going to be a very stressful and hard job, and you're probably not going to like it. And that's bringing me to this point. Again, I'm going to get to the point. In order to achieve those goals that I've set, I realize that a lot of the goals I've set are huge. They're huge goals. I have shared on this channel many times that my financial goal with trucking is to be financially free, financially independent, meaning I could quit working for my company. I could quit my job and financially sustain myself, pay all my bills, pay for my lifestyle. I may not necessarily be living a rich lifestyle, but I can live comfortably off of the assets that I own. I can live off the income my assets produce. And I want to do that by the time I'm 35. And if I continue on the path that I'm on, I'm 28 years old now. I wanted to do it by the time I was 35. I got into trucking at around 24 years old. I was about 24 and I'm 28 now. I've been in for about 4.5 years, so a little more than 4 years. And I have accumulated a multiple six-figure net worth. I started from basically nothing. I had a little money coming into the trucking industry, but most of the success financially that I've achieved up to this point has been because of the income I've been making in trucking, and because I've been very disciplined in saving my money and investing my money over the course of that span of time, and I have not stopped. And so I believe anybody can do that, and that's why I talk about that on my channel, because I've done it and I know it can be done. But that again leads me to the core point that I'm gonna make. In order to do that, in order to get into trucking, and this is the example I'm using, guys, is using my career to achieve a goal. You could do this for any area of your life. Understand that. If you want to lose 100 pounds or whatever, you want to lose 50 pounds. If you have a health goal, it's going to be the same discipline. It's going to be the same mindset. Just understand that. But I'm using this as the example for this video, is I wanted to achieve financial freedom in 11 years, because I started at 24 and I want to achieve it by 35. I'm already 4.5 years in. And I'm on the pace to not only achieving the goal that I set by 35, I actually think I'm going to surpass the goal that I set by 35. I had a net worth goal. I had an amount that I wanted invested. I prefer broadly diversified index funds. That's what I buy. I buy total market index funds. I put 75% of my money into the total US stock market, and I put 25% in international. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been sticking to 2 funds. That's all I buy. And I've been dollar cost averaging for the last 4.5 years. And it has resulted in a multiple 6-figure net worth. Now, am I able to retire? Am I filthy rich yet? No. And I said yet. But I'm going to achieve my goal because I'm 28, I have 7 more years, and what I've done in just 4 years is amazing. But I set those goals before I even went to trucking school, before I even went to the school. I started at Millis Transfer, and I laid my financial plan out. As soon as I got my own truck, I had that plan laid out for what I was going to do. It was a super simple plan, but very hard to achieve, and it has been very hard to stick to. It has been very hard to stick to. Again, that's going to lead me to the point. The point is understand, no matter what you're trying to achieve, no matter what it is, I don't care. If you want to be an owner-operator, same thing. You've got to figure out, how much money do I need to save in X amount of time to be able to become that owner-operator? How much money would I have to save and invest every single month, no matter what, consistently every single month for 11 years in my case, to achieve the goal I want to achieve at X rate of return, whatever. And I did very conservative numbers, very conservative, actually below the average rate of return that the market produces, because I didn't want to set my expectations too high for what the market would return to me over a 10-year span. So I knew I would actually have to be more aggressive, and the market has actually returned better returns in the last 4.5 years than I expected. But again, I set my goal with lower expectations, and you have to do that with everything you do. And so what it meant was, hey, you're going to have to save more aggressively because you're actually setting your expectations a little lower for achieving that ultimate goal. And what that means is that goal, that long-term goal, I have other goals, but I'm using this as the example, has driven me. It inspires me to get up every single day and work and push and hustle and grind, no matter what, no matter how I feel, no matter if I'm sick, no matter if I'm hurting, no matter what, I get up. No matter if it's raining, snowing. Okay, I may stop if it's snowing, right? But you get what I mean. You get what I mean. Whatever it is you're trying to achieve, whatever that long-term thing is that you're trying to get, it's going to be a hard road ahead of you. You're going to have obstacles. You are. I've had obstacles. I had my money in the market, in the stock market, when it dropped faster than it ever has in history, when the government shut the world economy down. I had a lot of money too. I had over 6 figures, a little over 100 grand invested in the stock market at that time, back in 2020, when the government shut the world down. And it was very scary to watch my portfolio go from a little over $100,000 to a little lower than $70,000. That was a huge hit. But see, the beautiful thing is I actually had cash that was not invested that I could actually put to use and take advantage of the market when it dropped that fast, because I knew, okay, this is a freak scenario. What just happened? Shutting the world down, and we all know why they shut the world down. It's a freak scenario. I'm going to take advantage, because are they going to keep the world shut down forever? In 5 years from now, 10 years from now? No. And I've looked at the history of the stock market to see, hey, look at all the times the market has dropped 20, 30%. But over time, it has always recovered, and it's not only always recovered, it's always recovered stronger over time. And that kept me grounded. It kept me from panicking and selling and absolutely wrecking my future goal. Remember, I had a 10 to 11 year span that I wanted to achieve this goal. If I would have panicked and sold my stock, I would have never actually reaped the reward of the bull market that lasted 2 years after the lockdowns. And what I did was I consistently invested. I did not stop that entire time we were going through that whole scenario. Did not stop. And man, it did wonders. Me sticking and staying the course. But was it easy to actually buy watching my portfolio drop that much? No, that was not easy. It was not easy at all. But I held in there, and I also deployed all the cash that I had and continuously invested, dollar cost averaged, out of that big drop. And it did wonders. It did wonders for my net worth. It did wonders for my portfolio, and it did wonders for me actually achieving my longer term goal that I'm trying to achieve in 7 years. I'm going to keep hustling. I'm going to keep grinding, and I'm not going to stop until I achieve my true long-term goals. And I suggest anybody, don't stop. It's going to be hard. It may take a couple more years longer than you expect it to take. It might. But don't ever stop until you achieve that, because I really believe that people who stay stagnant, people who don't work and strive to achieve, to do better and better each and every day, to get smarter, to get in better health, to build better relationships, whatever it may be, I really believe those people are unhappy. I really believe that. And the people who are constantly striving for more in every area of their life, they are the happiest people you'll ever meet. They are. And I have experienced that throughout my lifetime. I have. And I'm a young guy. I'm 28 years old. But that's what I've experienced with meeting all different types of people from different areas and walks of life, no matter who they were. So that's my video for the day. Guys, remember, I'm going to end with this. Set goals and don't stop until you achieve those goals. Because if you do, you're always going to regret quitting. You're always going to regret that. Believe me. I've quit on myself before, and it's the worst feeling in the world, and I'm never going to quit on myself again. So anyway, I really appreciate each and every one of y'all for watching this channel, for being subscribed to this channel, and those of you that are new, that this is the first time you've ever seen me. First time you've ever seen any videos that I've posted. Yeah, make sure you check out the videos that are about to post or pop up here at the end. And God bless. Thank you for watching. Make sure you stay tuned for the next video that I post, and peace out.